I used to really struggle to learn and remember jazz tunes until I discovered an easy system of harmonic building blocks that unlocked the whole real book for me. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 3 key standards using this system so you can quickly learn new tunes and start improvising much better solos right away. Each one of these blocks represents a pattern of chords that gets repeated in song after song. We can use the same set of blocks to build countless things. By arranging them in different ways, I can make a house, a car, a robot. I call these harmonic building blocks, and I've made a PDF list of the most important ones you need to know. If you go to the link in the description, I'll email a copy right to you. Believe it or not, this short list covers 80 to 90% of all jazz standard chord progressions. We're going to use our list to learn the 3 jazz standards in this video, and then you can use your downloaded PDF to learn hundreds more. Our first tune is Autumn Leaves, and it begins with our most important harmonic building block, the 2-5-1. The 2-5-1 block appears in nearly every jazz standard, so once you can recognize it, you will already know a portion of thousands of songs, including the 3 we are looking at today. Now let's add the next most common harmonic building block to our list. In Autumn Leaves, we follow our 1 chord with the 4 chord. Chords of the same quality moving up a 4th is extremely common. Sometimes they will be major 7 chords, as we have here. Sometimes they are minor 7s, and sometimes they will be dominant 7s. Here's a few more tunes where you'll find this harmonic building block. Let's add it to our master list, but before we move on, I just want to point out that in our 2-5-1 chord progression, each chord also moves up a 4th every time. That interval is extremely important. The next 4 bars of Autumn Leaves contain another must-know harmonic building block. This time it's the minor 2-5-1. The minor 2-5-1 is just like a major 2-5-1, but in a minor key. The 2 is going to be a minor 7 flat 5 chord. The 5 will usually have a flat 9, and the 1 chord will be minor. Let's add it to our list on your PDF download and quickly look at the rest of Autumn Leaves. As you can see, the whole song is made up of just these 3 patterns. With only 3 blocks, we can build a classic must-know jazz standard, and thinking of it this way makes memorizing tunes so much easier. The next jazz song you gotta know is There Will Never Be Another You, and you're in luck because it is built using the same 3 blocks from Autumn Leaves, along with a couple others. This song is in E flat major, and the first chord is the 1 chord, so we'll put a big old Roman numeral 1 right here. Lots of songs start on the 1 chord, which can be major or minor. In measures 3 and 4, we already have one of our harmonic building blocks we saw in Autumn Leaves, the minor 2-5-1. I want to point out something very important here. Notice that this minor 2-5-1 is resolving to C minor, which is the relative minor of our home key of E flat major. This is exactly what happened in Autumn Leaves. We had a major 2-5-1 to B flat major and a minor 2-5-1 to its relative minor key of G minor. Modulating between relative major and minor keys is so common it happens in all 3 of the tunes we are looking at today, as well as thousands of others. By now you can see why this pattern recognition thing is so important, right? Jazz musicians don't memorize tunes 1 chord at a time. Instead, they think in blocks. Each song is a series of common patterns. Every month for nearly 5 years now, I've been teaching a new jazz standard inside the Better Sax membership. Our members have learned dozens of these tunes, how to play the melodies by ear, and how to improvise authentic sounding solos over them. If you want access to the clearest and fastest path to sounding great and playing killer solos on your saxophone, click the link in the description and I'll help get you there. In measure 7 to 8, we have our harmonic building block number 1, the trusty 2-5-1, but notice this time it's going to the 4 chord. This is extremely common and you'll find it in countless songs. Moving on, after our 4 chord, we have this D flat 7 sharp 11. This is called the back door. Let me explain. The most common harmonic progression in all of music is simply 5 to 1. It's the 2-5-1 without the 2 chord, right? In this metaphor, the 1 chord is home. Think of that 5 to 1 as the front door, the most obvious way to get into your house. The back door is an alternate way to get home. You can recognize the back door 5 chord because it's a whole step below the root of the home key. Very often, the back door 5 chord will have a 2 chord preceding it. So we get the back door 2-5, which resolves to the 1 of the home key, and it will look and sound like this. Here's some other standards where you'll find the back door 2-5. Now we're back at the 1 chord, followed by this minor 6. This is actually part of a larger harmonic building block that is extremely common, the 1-6-2-5. It's very much like our trusty 2-5-1, but with the addition of the 6 chord. Here's some other tunes that have the 1-6-2-5 harmonic building block in them. Let's put it on our list. I love the dominant 2 chord. Right here in There Will Never Be Another You, the 2 chord is not minor, it's a dominant 7. It gives this sense of anticipation. It's leading us somewhere on the way home. It's like we're almost home, but have to stop off and grab something from the store. The dominant 2 chord, also known as a secondary dominant, is almost always followed up by our trusty old 2-5-1, taking us all the way home. But now we have the milk and bread and whatever we needed to get. And here's some other songs where you'll find that 2 dominant chord. That's just the first half of the tune. There Will Never Be Another You is a 32-bar form with 2 16-bar A sections that are slightly different. In the second A section, we have one more new harmonic building block. This is sometimes called the second back door, but I like to call it the side door. It's another way to get home to our 1 chord, although it often resolves to the minor 3 chord. This side door harmonic building block is typically a minor 2-5, but sometimes you'll see a major version. And here are some other tunes that have this side door progression. So far, we have only 9 blocks to learn, but these patterns make up the majority of all the chords in every jazz standard. Let's move on to our third song, Just Friends, which is mostly made up of the harmonic building blocks already on our list, but it does contain 2 new ones. Let's find them. Just Friends begins on the 4 chord. Think of the 4 chord as the neighbor's house, the place you drop by all the time and hang out for a little while before eventually coming back home. Here's some other tunes that start on the 4 chord. When that major 4 chord turns minor 2 bars later, that is a dead giveaway that we are going home from our neighbor's house through the back door. And it's a perfect example of how just rearranging these blocks gives us new songs. In bars 7 and 8, we have a new harmonic building block that I call the 2-5-1 up a minor third. I'm sure someone else has a better name for this, and feel free to put it in the comments. You can call these things whatever you want. This name helps me identify it and remember what it is. It's a 2-5 that starts a minor third above the root of our home key. And here's some other tunes where you'll find this building block. That's it for new harmonic building blocks. The rest of the tune is using ones that are already on our list. So let's just go through and label them. Now, this list of 11 harmonic building blocks won't get you through every single jazz standard. There are several more we could add to this list, but already you can see how frequently some of these get used in other songs. Just with these 11, you'll be well on your way to knowing the changes to countless jazz standards. But what should you practice on your saxophone so that you can weave through these chord changes smoothly and play solos that swing while nailing the chords? I've got a fantastic exercise to help you do just that in this video right here. Watch it next, because it's going to help you put into practice everything I just showed you about the chords. And if you want my help in getting a handle on soloing over jazz standards, click the link in the description and we'll get you playing better than ever.